Hawaii has the highest cost of electricity in the country, and clients always ask us whether they should consider getting solar or not. Well, the cost of electricity on the Big Island of Hawaii runs around 48.32 cents per kilowatt hour, and our answer is a resounding yes. The next question we tend to get is whether getting solar adds any value to their home. That may not be the case in some parts of the country. However, in Hawaii, the main factor is when you're considering solar is whether you lease or whether you own. Having solar is a positive thing because it reduces your monthly electric bill. It is a renewable energy source, and there is a potential to get federal tax credits on your tax return. However, this hasn't been the case if people lease versus own. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of leasing versus owning solar. Pro number one, leasing. There is no upfront cost, which makes leasing very desirable. Pro number two, no maintenance responsibility. Yes, the leasing company takes care of all the maintenance items during your lease period. Pro number three, there is no financial issues or credit checks, which makes it very affordable. Pro number four, immediate savings by getting reduced electric bills. So now let's look at some of the cons of leasing solar. Con number one, well, the number one con is not being eligible for federal tax credit, and that can be a big loss. The leasing company can get those credits instead of you. Con number two, with leasing, you are not eligible to sell electricity back to the grid. Con number three, when selling your home, the new buyers will need to agree and qualify for the lease before you can sell, which may limit your buyer pool significantly. Con number four, lease payments can add up over time and potentially costing you more than purchasing the solar system. There could be other pros and cons, however, these are probably the most frequent that we hear from time to time. Now let's look at the pros and cons of owning solar panels in Hawaii. Con number one, buying solar for your home has higher upfront costs versus leasing, even with incentives. Con number two, adding solar to your home could potentially increase your annual property taxes. Con number three, purchasing solar for your home will take you somewhere between 7 and 10 years to see positive return on your investment. So now let's look at the pros of owning solar panels. Pro number one, well, you qualify for federal and state incentives or tax credits that can offset some of your initial costs. Pro number two, owning solar definitely increases the value of your home. When talking with appraisers, they generally will add from $700 to $1,000 per panel when appraising your home. So owning your solar panels will definitely increase its value. Pro number three, owning solar panels reduces your monthly electric bills. Pro number four, owning solar is a renewable energy source and helps reduce the carbon footprint of fossil fuels. Hawaii Electric previously offered net metering to homeowners who had owned solar panels. However, that program is no longer available. If you do purchase a property here with solar panels and they are currently on the net metering program with Hawaii Electric Company, you will be grandfathered into the program, and that could be a great advantage to the value of your home in the future because you get to sell your excess electricity back to Hawaii Electric and potentially reduce your monthly electric bill down to zero. So whether you are considering owning or leasing a solar system for your home, here are some questions I think you should ask. Make sure the permits are closed with the county before the installers finish the job, and you have proof that otherwise that can cause some issues in the future, especially if you do decide to sell and those permits aren't closed out. What kind of warranties are included? Ask the installation company if they are going to handle processing your tax credit or incentives along with obtaining the permit for the installation. What is the total cost for getting solar to include installation, maintenance, cleaning? Here is the big one. Does all this really save me money on an annual basis? As mentioned, there are more benefits in the long run for owning your solar panels versus leasing. However, that may not be financially feasible for you, so ask loads of questions and don't just say yes to the first company that may be knocking on your door asking if you want solar. Make sure you do your due diligence and make informed decisions not just believing the pitch that someone tells you. Get all the facts first. We'd love to hear your comments below, whether good or bad, concerning your experience with solar systems here on the Big Island. I was fortunate to purchase my home here in Kona with a net metering system in place, and I can tell you it has been a game changer with reducing my monthly electric bills, since I like running my AC 24/7. Mahalo for watching. Hope you have a blessed week. Aloha.